Frank?
Yeah.
I'd say a day off, that's going too far.
Nobody would believe that, Coach. Nobody would believe that.
We have head coach Chris Jans and forward Richaun Holmes. And coach, if you want to open up with a general statement, then we'll take questions.
Obviously, it was a heck of a college basketball game. You know, a game where it's too bad that someone had to take a loss. I'm certain they feel like, you know, they got one stolen from them. You do this long enough, you win some and lose some in that fashion, and certainly the losses sting for a long time when you lose a game like that. But when they win, the joy and the elation is pretty awesome. Felt like we were in control the majority of the game. I'm not sure when they took their first lead, but they certainly battled back. It wouldn't go away, and it became nip and tuck down the stretch. I was proud of our guys that they stayed together. You know, we could have easily folded and went the other way on a foreign court, you know, on the road like that. But I felt like they stayed together, and then obviously in the end, you know, the last 3-4 seconds with the timeouts and the deflections, and then, you know, the unbelievable execution by all of our guys, obviously including Richaun, and having the just the wherewithal to understand how much time he had left and to make a move like that and lay the ball in.
Chris, when you see that shot go in, I mean, obviously you're happy, but what goes through your mind?
I hope it counted. I actually turned around and asked my wife, is it good? Is it good? And the response I got was yes, so that's all I said, is I hope it counted.
What can a win like this do? On the road, when you guys haven't had to come back like this, what can a win like this do for your program?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm still learning the ropes here at this level, but I would hope that it could, one, show them that we can come back and win when we're down, and that we can execute down the stretch and go on the road and figure out a way to win when maybe, you know, I think mentally they thought maybe we would extend that lead. I think it will give them unbelievable confidence. I think it can be a sort of a galvanizing situation. Obviously our locker room was a bunch of excited teenagers and grown men, for that matter. But it's definitely something to build off of. We had a lot of respect coming in for Detroit. The only 2 losses were at Michigan, at Oregon. They were in both those games, and they hadn't got beaten, you know, at Callahan all year long. So we were coming here expecting a dogfight, and they gave us one.
Richaun, will you walk us through that last play? You get the ball, and just would you walk us through that play?
Well, once I saw the time, 2 seconds left, I knew we had time to go to the rim. Excuse me. So whoever got the ball, you know, I just felt like we had time to get a good shot. And Spencer made a great pass. And went up and got it, and I just went to the rim, put my head down, and tried to get a good shot off. And luckily it went down.
Did you feel it was a good shot?
I felt like you know, going to my right, getting to the rim, I felt like I can make a play in that situation. So I felt like it was a good shot.
And you felt it also beat the buzzer, right?
I did. I knew 2 seconds was enough for like a couple dribbles, so I just wanted to take a dribble and get to the rim as fast as I can and get a good shot up.
What are the emotions that go through you when you hit a shot like that and have your team pile on you on the road against a good team like that?
Man, it was just so much excitement. You know, I was just so excited we got to win, and see my teammates happy. You know, it was Richaun Howard made a tough shot, made a great shot against us, and we stayed together, and we knew we still had a chance, you know, to win the game, and see the shot go down. It was great. A lot of excitement.
Why was it your day today? Obviously, you score a bunch of points, and then you score the one that matters.
Just came in, tried to be aggressive. You know, try to do what I can to help our team win. You know, I was able to get some offensive rebounds to get myself going early. You know, my teammates were looking for me on the block, and just doing what I can to help the team get a win. And I was just able to get on a good roll.
I mean, how much did that roll throughout the game help you then for the game winner?
Well, it was, you know, it just went right into the game winner. You know, just trying to get a good shot up, like I've been doing all night, trying to get to the rim, get a layup, and like I said, Spencer hit me with a great pass, and I was able to get a shot off, and luckily it went down.
Richaun, will you talk about the roller coaster of the last 10 minutes? You guys led by 10, and then it was going back and forth, and then when Juwan hits that shot with 2 seconds left, it looks grim, but then you find a way. Can you just talk about that roller coaster?
Well, we know when you coming into Detroit, they haven't lost here at home, and you know they're a tough team, and we knew we were in for a fight. You know, no matter what it looked like. We knew they were going to keep playing hard, which they did. And it was up to us to keep our composure and keep running our system. And I think once Juwan hit the shot, you know, nobody hung their head. Everybody knew we still had time in order to make a winning play. And I think that speaks to our team, and we were able to get a good shot off. And just excited we got the win.
Chris, I don't want to say you're surprised, but are you surprised you guys are 4-0 and have found a way to win in a tough environment like this?
Yeah, I don't think surprise is the right word. I don't know what the expectations were outside of our basketball family, but you know, we've just tried to work hard every day and string a bunch of good practices together and get them to believe in the system. You know, winning that first game on the road at Drake, I think kind of validated, you know, the staff a little bit and what we were trying to teach. And I think it's brought us closer together and got them to believe in, you know, the system. You know, and we just, all we do is look at the next game. I mean, I know it's a cliche, but, you know, I'm already thinking about Western Kentucky and getting prepared to go down there Tuesday, and that'll obviously be a heck of a battle. But I'm not sure what the word to describe it is, but I wouldn't say surprised.
We asked Richaun a little bit about his feelings this game. Will you talk a little bit about his performance?
And he was just in beast mode. I got to do a better job when he's in the zone like that of getting him more touches. You know, 26 points on 12 shot attempts. That's more than efficient. You know, he felt. I think he felt, and our staff felt like he was going to get every rebound. We tried to steal some minutes late going down the stretch, and it didn't work, you know, very well for us. We had some issues. You know, but I think, and he'd have to speak for himself, that, you know, he's playing a little bit with motor. He's playing a little bit, you know, harder. And, you know, I know he logged a lot of minutes last year, but we're asking him to play a little bit harder when he's on the floor and not pace himself. And again, you'd have to ask him, but he got a little tired down the stretch, and we're going to continue to work on that. But I've told him all year, you're going to play as many minutes, you know, as you can in terms of playing at the level we want you to. You're not going to play 30, 35 minutes if you're not, you know, out there busting your butt and doing the things we ask you to do. But if you can get yourself in mentally and physical shape and be productive out there, then we'll allow you to play that many minutes. And so it's really on him, on what kind of shape he wants to continue to get himself in.
Will you talk a little bit about the rebounding advantage that you guys had? I know obviously Richaun plays a big role in that, but and the offensive rebounds also play a big part in that, don't they?
They do. You know, early in the season, our first couple of games, we were disappointed on the number of offensive rebounds that we were grabbing. I think we had 4 at Drake and 11 against Wright State, and we had 15 against SEMO, and then tonight we had 14. And I think it should be a strength of ours with our depth and our athleticism. We just got to continue to drill them to get them to go every time. You know, it's a mental discipline to do it. And I think we're athletic enough that we can not only go to the boards, but still get back on defense and set our defense. We'd like to think we'll eventually get tough enough to do both. Now, I thought our defensive transition was just okay today. We gave up a lot of open looks in their transition, and we've got to clean that up for sure.
Will you talk also about the offense in the second half? It looked like you guys struggled when they went to the zone, when Richaun was on the bench. It was, you know, that you had 10-point lead, and it basically got frittered away because of the offensive struggles.
Yeah, we anticipated again. You know, they've been going zone late, and we talked about it at halftime, that they're going to zone us. You know, if we continue to have the lead, they're going to zone us. And we didn't do a great job of attacking it. I've got to do a better job of getting them organized, and our team or our players on the floor have got to do a better job of playing out our toes and not letting the zone deflate your energy and get you on your heels a little bit. And you've got to play with more confidence and attack it more. But again, you know, early season basketball can be ugly. You don't see a lot of zones. You know, we don't practice against it probably as much as we should. And the more times we face it, the better that we'll get at it.
Having said all this, Richaun, can you just talk a little bit about it has to be buoying to the group getting a win like this?
Yeah, it's definitely a great win for us, you know, coming in here to a tough environment, playing against a tough team, and for us to come in here and get a win is definitely a great win for us, and we know we have to keep working to keep better because we can still play better basketball, so we have to keep working.
Any more questions for Coach Richaun? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Is that Jim Howard or just me?
What's that?
Jim Howard.
I didn't